Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick kind of review as someone who's pretty new to this. The difference between a few different shells. There's a few different options on the market, and it's kind of hard to determine which one you might want, what you're looking for, what's available, things like that. So I figured I would show a few different things here. This black one here is a Retrosix. This specifically is the matte black, so it has the kind of soft finish. And I got it with the USB-C. So it can take batteries, but then it also has the hole pre-cut, pretty nice, so you don't have to do it yourself if you decide to upgrade to the clean juice, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it just because I don't, I guess I probably don't play this enough to really need that, be like blowing through batteries or anything. But this is the other one that I've gotten, and this is the Retrosix, not the Retrosix, I'm sorry, the Funny Playing shell. There's a few differences between them. This one I already put one of the glass screens on. I had this IPS kit installed just temporarily until I got this other shell and wanted to make this video here. So from Funny Playing, first off you can see the battery cover says Game Boy. I thought that was pretty cool. The label that their shells come with is a little closer to kind of the Nintendo factory label. You can see it kind of has like the writing and stuff that comes with it. And then I'm not sure what the number the AH setup is. Maybe that's just random. And then they give you a little slot at the top there if you won't have the like a barcode sticker you want to put on there. And just in comparison, so the Funny Playing, nothing on the battery shell there. They give you the barcode spot, which I know in previous versions they had imprinted like Retrosix on there. So just some main differences in the back. And then the Retrosix, this new batch they're making, they have, it says for Nintendo if you look close there, but otherwise it kind of just looks like it says Nintendo, which is pretty cool. It used to say Retrosix on there, which some people like more of a stealthy kind of thing, I guess, which I guess is the point of this matte black, which looks pretty cool. And then the Funny Playing, I mean, you wouldn't really be able to distinguish it from a factory shell. It says, if I can get it to focus here, Nintendo, and not for Nintendo or anything like that. It looks just like the original. And then I actually have my original donor shell here, so you can see it. I don't think this one has the little register. Does it? Yeah, I got a little dot by the O there. So pretty spot on from the factory stuff. And then just so you can kind of see that factory, the stickers there. You can see these ones are a little closer to each other there. With like the battery specs and a few things like that. This one says made in Japan, in China. As far as inside, the back's pretty standard. Comes with the metal plate installed already for the game slot. And the funny playing also has kind of the bits that stick out pre-molded away. If you wanted to do that clean juice upgrade, you can see the factory one kind of has some bits that separate the batteries. You can still play with batteries in these, like I was saying. I had batteries in this and it was just fine. Now for the face here, this is kind of the main difference between at least these two aftermarket ones that I see. Now Retrosix, it has all the cutaways for fitting the screen actually, but then you're kind of required to use some kind of bracket to center your screen. Now the funny playing kit, the shell, you can kind of see it's got these little feet here, and then their glue for the screen even kind of goes around that, and that works as a bracket and keeps the screen centered like automatically, so you don't even need a bracket or anything like that. And I just use the little foam that the IPS kit is packaged with. It has little cutouts in the corners there, and it fits into the shell that way behind the screen. So it's actually just kind of meant for that. So that helps if you don't have Kapton tape to kind of insulate it from the motherboard and things. Which I thought was pretty cool, but I got some Kapton tape anyways. I like the peace of mind of just doing it through, Alright, now the Retrosix one you can see totally smooth. Now even though the funny plane shell has those little built-in brackets there to center your screen, it comes with these little kind of acrylic pieces, which are, kind of sized appropriately for if you trim your own shell or anything like that. It came with that, so you kind of put them in. I guess I could put the screen in here to kind of show how that would go. I gotta figure out how to stick that in there. It didn't come with another piece with a double stick, so. Yeah, you want that kind of in the top right. That would be centered from the front. You're all the way on the right there and up. And then this guy goes in here, and that kind of centers. And it's really only got, I guess I'd have to stick that down too, but it's really only got that little nub right there to hold that in place, which isn't very secure. And then you got this other piece, which kind of isn't totally square, so you got to kind of make sure you put it in the right way, but you can kind of wedge that in there with the tweezers really gently, and that holds the screen centered in there. So I guess that's handy. I mean, the 3D printed brackets are pretty nice. Someone at my job has a 3D printer, and I have that file for the what is it, the Retros, I think the handheld Legend bracket. They have a file that they put out, and you can 3D print your own bracket instead of having them try to ship you one, which I thought was pretty cool. So this guy, you can kind of see right here, it says ABS. That's proof of the plastic that they made this with is ABS, and it's pretty durable. Durable, not too flexible, resists breaking. Now the Retrosix shell doesn't have that marking. Again, blank down here. But they advertise that they make it with ABS, and they feel exactly the same, besides kind of that matte paint finish that they put on there for you if you order that. So I was kind of expecting this to come from Funny Plane, a little bit cheaper. This one was about $10. The kit from Retrosix was about $20. I was expecting this to be a little better quality. Didn't really expect this to be ABS because they don't advertise that on their website, but pleasantly surprised. I really like this green shell. I got a set of black buttons to the side here that I built this green one with, and that really looked badass with the IPS screen and the opaque green with the black buttons. Was very cool. So I was really kind of indecisive what I wanted to do, especially because, let's put this stuff aside here real quick. I got from Retrosix a gold logoed glass screen, which I didn't take out of the package yet, but I thought all black, and then the buttons they send you with the Retrosix shell actually has that kind of matte finish on it too. So Retrosix for the $20, they send you all new buttons that match the shell, and then you actually get the new membranes also. A black start select button, which is pretty sweet, light pipe, and some hardware. So that's a pretty good deal. I know they put a lot of work into the shell, and I expect it to fit pretty good. And the matching buttons is very cool, especially because it comes with the membranes and the start and select. And it also came with a regular glass screen that just is included with the shell kit. And I got the gold lettered one extra. But I guess a little perk, they give you this cool little clamshell with their logo on it, which will be useful for small extra parts, whatever other projects I have and things. I like that. So I'm gonna put the matte black one together. I guess I'll try with these acrylic centering pieces here and kind of just see how it comes out. I'll try to make it not too permanent so I can pull that all apart. I'll probably just have my coworker print me a bracket and do that, and put it together with the Kapton tape. The IPS kit from Funny Plane came with the wires that I need to solder in the brightness controls, so that was pretty badass. And I might even order a different sticker for the black shell, just because, I don't know, this one kind of looks like an obvious fake, which isn't really that big a deal, but something about that OEM plus look that I enjoy. Otherwise, I mean, it's a nice sticker. It's got the factory finish. You can tell it's got a little bit of that foil to it, so that's pretty cool. Really, as far as it goes, in comparison to like a factory shell here, you can see the factory uses that foam as well. But comparing the castings and what it comes with and the features as far as being pre-shaved for a shell kit, the sturdiness compared to the factory shell, they're both great. The Funny Plane or the Retrosix, and they have a little bit of a different color option difference between them also. So like obviously Retrosix, you can get the cool pearl colors or the matte black colors. They have some kind of see-through colors as well, and then some more of the solid and cool see-through colors and button options and things like that. You can get through Funny Playing, and some of their button colors and things are really neat. Funny Playing doesn't offer a pre-cut USB-C, I don't believe. So if you really want to build something just to your liking with your mismatching colors, things like that or anything, you might have to shop from the two different sites, or Handheld Legend is based in the US. They're usually kind of out of stock of things. I know the shipping would be a little bit easier from them, but I ordered these directly from Retrosix and Funny Playing with my screen kit. So the green shell and the screen kit and things shipped right from China. That took me about 2 weeks to get in the mail. And the Retrosix stuff came directly from the United Kingdom, and that took maybe a week. And then Captain on Tape, no stores really carry it anymore. So Amazon, I guess, which is the reason stores don't carry it anymore. This might have been $20. I got the, I think this is a 1-inch, 1-inch, a 36-yard roll. I figured I could cut that down if I needed it to be a little bit smaller. You can't really get really small rolls of this. But I guess it's good to have around for things. What else did I get? Yeah, this mat is pretty cool. That was another $20 on Amazon, and I'm really happy with this toolkit. Just as someone that's I've done some work with N64s and things, but this Game Boy stuff is pretty cool. This kit's on Amazon. You can kind of see the bit color is pretty obviously like a bronze color. If you see that one on Amazon, I think that's the one with the better steel that I had gotten. And this is a pretty sweet setup. I like that a lot. Really recommend that. But let me, I'll do some test fitting tomorrow, and I'll have my coworker print me a bracket, and I'll do some assembling things, and we'll kind of compare what we got. But I thought this would be, there's really not much information directly in comparison between a Retrosix and a Funny Playing shell kit, and then obviously compared to the factory setup is kind of a nice side-by-side. So if you have any questions, these are easy to take apart and kind of check out, and just a resource like this would be nice for prospective buyers, I suppose. So yeah,